Phenomena has captivated public imagination for decades. From government cover-ups to mysterious crashes, these incidents continue to challenge our understanding of what might exist beyond our planet. The Varginha Incident, Brazil's most famous UFO caisson. January 13, 1996, NORAD detected an unidentified object entering Earth's atmosphere near São Paulo, Brazil. The mysterious craft, traveling at high speed, eventually crashed near the town of Varginha, sparking what would become Brazil's most documented UFO incident. The crash and initial witnesses. Local farmer Orina was among the first to witness the struggling craft as it flew over her property, frightening her animals. Her husband Euro also observed the object appearing to have difficulty maintaining flight before disappearing over a nearby ridge. Driver Carlos followed the object until its crash site, where he discovered scattered wreckage emitting a strong, foul odor reminiscent of ammonia or rotten eggs. Strange materials and military response. Carlos described finding pieces of the craft that felt like super-light aluminum with an extraordinary property. When crumpled, the metal would return to its original shape upon release. However, his investigation was cut short when military personnel arrived and forcibly removed him from the area at gunpoint. Later, two men in black suits approached Carlos, threatening him and his family if he spoke about what he witnessed. Creature sightings by 8 a.m. on the same day. Reports emerged of strange beings in Varginha. A college student claimed to see a small, oily-skinned creature about 4 or 5 feet tall with a large head, 3 long fingers, and no hair or clothing crouching in an alleyway. 3 girls, Lillian, Valkyria, and Katia, encountered another creature in tall grass that appeared terrified with shiny brown skin, a large head with 3 bumps and huge red eyes. The witnesses reported sensing the creature's fear and pain telepathically. Hospital involvement. Hospital staff in Varginha reported military personnel arriving with unusual patients, small, frail beings with oily skin, large heads, and big red eyes matching earlier witness descriptions. Staff were ordered to clear the area and maintain silence about what they observed. Amazon UFO phenomena. The Colares Flap, 1977. The island of Colares in the Amazon River Delta experienced one of Brazil's most mysterious UFO events in 1977. Over several months, locals reported brightly lit objects beaming light down on them, causing burn marks, puncture wounds, and blood loss that left victims feeling as if they'd been exposed to radiation. Terrified residents organized night vigils, lit fires, and launched fireworks to ward off the UFOs. The Brazilian Air Force launched Operation Saucer to investigate, but after 2 months found no solid answers. Captain Uirangue, who led the operation, later opened up about the strange events but was mysteriously found dead shortly after, fueling conspiracy theories. Manaus Encounters, 1974. In the Amazon state capital of Manaus, residents throughout 1974 reported bright, colorful lights in the sky that would descend and hover over the city. Witnesses described disc-shaped objects flashing different colors and moving in impossible ways. Some people reported physical effects including intense heat, anxiety, fear, and burn-like injuries when the UFOs were nearby. Modern military encounters. The Tic Tac UFO, 2015. During Navy training exercises in 2015, pilots encountered an unusual object performing impossible maneuvers at high speeds. The Pentagon later declassified this footage in 2020, acknowledging it as genuine while emphasizing the objects remained officially unidentified. O'Hare Airport Sighting, 2006. On November 7, 2006, around 12 United Airlines employees, including pilots and mechanics, observed a metallic saucer-shaped craft hovering silently over Gate C-17 at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. The dark gray object, measuring 624 feet in diameter, remained stationary at 1,400 to 1,500 feet for approximately 5 minutes before shooting straight up, leaving a hole in the clouds. Despite initial FAA dismissal, Freedom of Information Act requests revealed internal discussions about the sighting, though no serious investigation occurred. Historical Military Base Incidents, Kirtland Air Force Base, 1957. On November 4, 1957, Two civil aeronautics controllers at Kirtland Air Force Base in Albuquerque observed a white light maneuvering unusually across the airfield. Through binoculars, they saw an egg-shaped object 15-20 feet tall with a white light at the bottom, hovering near the control tower for about a minute before departing eastward. Radar operators confirmed tracking a target with strange high-speed movements. Rendlesham Forest, 1980. Starting December 26, 1980, U.S. Air Force personnel at RAF Woodbridge and RAF Bentwaters in Suffolk, England, observed unusual lights in Rendlesham Forest. Staff Sergeant John Burroughs and Airman Jim Peniston investigated, reporting a triangular craft with bright lights covered in strange symbols. They found indentations in the forest floor and measured elevated radiation levels. Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt led a larger team the following night, recording audio notes of pulsating lights and light beams through the trees. International incidents. The Tehran UFO, 1976. On September 19, 1976, Iranian Air Force F-4 Phantom jets were scrambled to investigate a bright object over Tehran. The first jet lost all instruments and communication systems when approaching the object, with systems returning to normal upon retreat. Major Parviz Jafari and the second jet experienced similar malfunctions, including weapon system shutdown when attempting to fire a missile. He observed a smaller object emerge from the main craft and land gently on the ground. The Belgium wave, 1989-1990. Belgium experienced a major UFO wave from late 1989 to early 1990, beginning November 29, 1989, with triangular-shaped UFO sightings around Eupen. The climax occurred March 30-31, 1990, when the Belgian Air Force scrambled F-16 jets after multiple reports. Radar-tracked objects, though pilots couldn't visually confirm them despite radar locks. Approximately 2,000 sightings were reported by civilians, police, and military personnel. Abduction cases. Travis Walton, 1975. On November 5, 1975, forestry worker Travis Walton disappeared after approaching a glowing object in Arizona's Apache Sitgreaves National Forest. His logging crew witnessed a bright beam of light strike Walton before he vanished. After 5 days missing, Walton reappeared with memories of being aboard a spacecraft and undergoing medical examinations by alien beings. The Allagash Abductions, 1976. 4 friends camping in Maine's Allagash Wilderness on August 27, 1976 reported being taken aboard a spacecraft after observing a strange bright light. Under later hypnosis, they recalled detailed medical examinations by humanoid beings. Ufologist Raymond Fowler investigated and wrote a book about their experience. Physical Evidence Cases, Val Johnson Incident, 1979. Deputy Sheriff Val Johnson was patrolling near Stephen, Minnesota on August 27, 1979, when he encountered a blinding light that rushed toward his patrol car. Johnson lost consciousness for 39 minutes, awakening with injuries and his vehicle damaged, windshield shattered, headlight broken, and antennas bent. Both his watch and the car's clock had stopped for exactly 14 minutes. Cash Landrum Incident, 1980. On December 29, 1980, Betty Cash, Vicki Landrum, and 7-year-old Colby encountered a diamond-shaped object in Texas, accompanied by approximately 23 military helicopters. All 3 suffered severe health effects afterward, with Cash experiencing symptoms resembling radiation poisoning, including blisters, nausea, and hair loss requiring hospitalization. School encounters. The aerial school incident. During a mid-morning break, 62 children aged 6-12 at aerial school reported seeing disc-shaped objects land in a nearby field. Strange beings dressed in black with large eyes allegedly emerged and approached the children. The 15-minute encounter resulted in consistent drawings and descriptions from the children. Harvard psychiatrist Dr. John Mack interviewed the students, noting their reports of receiving telepathic environmental messages from the beings. Voronezh Incident, 1989. On September 27, 1989, children in Voronezh, Soviet Union, reported seeing a pink glow and deep red ball in the sky while playing football. They claimed a 3-meter-tall alien in bronze boots emerged from the object, accompanied by 2 other humanoid creatures and a small silver robot. The incident left a scorched circular patch on the ground and detected some radiation, though it was later downplayed as insignificant. North American Sightings Phoenix Lights, 1997. On March 13, 1997, witnesses in Phoenix observed 2 distinct events. A massive V-shaped craft approximately 1 mile wide, silently crossing the sky around 8 p.m., followed by a line of lights hovering and descending behind mountains around 10 p.m. The Air Force attributed the later lights to flares from training exercises, but this explanation didn't account for the earlier massive craft sighting. Hudson Valley Sightings, 1982 to 1984. From late 1982 through 1984, over 9,000 reports documented enormous triangular or boomerang-shaped objects the size of football fields moving silently through New York and Connecticut skies. The wave began on New Year's Eve 1982 with sightings in Kent Cliffs and continued with reports from civilians, police, and military personnel. Shag Harbor, 1967. On October 4, 1967, residents of Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia, observed a glowing object crash into the harbor with a whistling sound and loud bang. Local police, Coast Guard, and Canadian Navy searched the area, but found no debris or survivors despite the object sinking and vanishing. Investigations continued for years, with some witnesses suggesting multiple objects and underwater activity. These documented cases represent just a fraction of reported UFO encounters worldwide, each contributing to the ongoing mystery of unexplained aerial phenomena and the possibility of extraterrestrial visitation. If you found this story as chilling and fascinating as we did, hit that like button to support more deep dives into the unknown. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos uncovering the world's most mysterious UFO encounters, alien abductions, and government secrets. Tap the bell icon so you never miss a moment when the truth takes flight. Got your own theory? Share it in the comments. Let's decode the unexplained together.